welcome to the WRX Property Group Real Estate Recap. I'm George.
And I'm Vince, and today we're diving into the latest stats for the month of February.
That's right, so the numbers show a significant decrease in the number of homes sold for the month of February compared to previous years.
That's right, George, and the sales volume of the MLS for Waterloo set a record low for the month of February with only 439 home sales.
Right, so if we compare that to February of last year, that's 45% less homes sold. And if we compare it to the 5-year average of what you can expect to sell in February, that's 31.5% less homes sold.
That's right, so increased borrowing costs coupled with the low supply and the increased demand from buyers has really put a strain on buyers in the current market.
So despite all of this going on, home prices have kept relatively level over the last few months in the Waterloo region. And if we're looking at January 2023 to February 2023, prices are basically the same as they were between the 2 months. The big changes, however, happen when we look at year over year. So let's take a look at what those numbers look like.
Yeah, and that's good news for sellers and buyers alike. So in February, the average sale price in the Waterloo region was about $758,000, and that's a 25% decrease from February of last year.
Wow. The average price of a detached house was $877,000 in February of 2023, which is a 26% drop from February of 2022.
On the other hand, the average sale price of townhomes was about $642,000, which is also a 25.6% drop from last year.
What's interesting about these drastic drops is that they seem like, wow, the market is crashing right now. But if you look at the market compared to, say, 2 or 3 years ago, the prices today are still significantly higher.
Yeah, that's a great point, George. And with the limited supply and small number of listings coming to the market, that's become a trend within the region.
Now, the one concern that we're seeing is some people are hesitant to sell their home because they keep hearing about all of these drastic price decreases.
Yeah, but with demand continuing to outpace the supply and prices stabilizing, sellers are in a healthy position to make their move.
Yeah, exactly. And like we mentioned, if we compare the prices to last year, it looks like a drastic drop. But if you compare it to 2 or 3 years ago, 4 years ago, 5 years ago, sellers are still making a lot of money on those properties. So while the months of inventory is up 140% compared to last year, we're still sitting at historically low levels of 1.2 months of inventory.
Yeah, and that first number sounds like a lot, 140%, but that's because last year was insane, like historically low levels. And right now, 1.2 is still very short. Months of inventory is how long it would take to sell all the inventory. So in just over a month, if no new homes came up for sale, all the homes are sold. So that's really a short period of time still.
Yeah, that's right. And to put this in perspective, in order to have more of a balanced market, we want to see anywhere 4 to 8 months of inventory. So we're still very much undersupplied in the region.
Yeah, and because of that, homes are still selling very quickly.
Yeah, that's right. So February of 2023, on average, it took 20 days to sell a home. So if you compare that to last year where you used to only take about 8 days on average, it looks bad, but 20 days is still very quick for a home to sell.
Yeah. So there you have it. The latest stats for the Waterloo region show a decrease in home sales volume, low supply, and stable prices.
Thanks so much for joining us on the WRX Property Group Real Estate Recap, and we look forward to seeing you next time.